Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Go for Gaming. I am your host, Jacob Strangelove, and I'll be showing you some of the new champion of the League of Legends. One of the new champions of League of Legends. I'm not going to pronounce the name, but you can see here it is the first mounted champion in the league. Now I'm going to be jungling today, and we have Ari mid, Gangplank and Vayne bottom lane, and Sejuani on the top. The other team does not have a jungler, so I'm going to be starting out pretty much. They're going to be solo lane top. Now I'm going to start out with a cloth armor and 5 health potions. Now I'm just going to warn you, I'm not the best jungler. Jungling is actually my weakest of all the roles. So this is my first time jungling this character, and my first time, and I'm not the best jungler. So
30 seconds until
we'll see. You'll see how this goes. I'm not saying it goes bad or well, but let's show you the emotes.
You'll make excellent boar food. Those who oppose me get bored. Hey, get up. How many times have I told you, no sleeping during battle? Minions have spawned.
Okay, I'm gonna start at blue, mainly because that's what I know. I'm not sure the optimal route. I mean, this is the first game. This is like minutes after release, so it's actually like less than 5 minutes after release. Now Sejuani's leashing, which is typing at the moment, so she doesn't seem to realise what was going on. Anyway, the jungle's on the way, and I'm just gonna tell you right now that I actually messed up my jungle a bit, because I normally have the health pots on the third slot where I gotta get hotkeyed, but I forget that, so I had to change my route slightly. Anyway, I started with the W because that's what I've been told in Champion Spotlight. Now, while it may not be the best source of information regarding this, it's my only source at the moment because, like I said, first game. My second ability is the Q. I'm going to level up that, and so I can charge in and do AoE damage to the monsters. Now here I should have health potted earlier, but I thought I did because I pressed the button on my keyboard, which is normally hotkeyed, but obviously I forgot. So that is why I'm going to double golems before red buff. Or well, I often do that anyway, just so I got red buff for longer. It's the reason I'm doing it this time. And again, I use my health pot lately. So while in the slightly downtime here of the jungle, we can note that TMO is called Ari mid, which kind of surprised me at first, but I imagine there was a good reason for that. Anyway, the build I'm going is approximately what was in the Champion Spotlight, because I was not really aware of what else I should go. Now you see here I start moving down for a gank on bottom lane, and here we have the action. We have Graze low, so I decided to charge in on Graze while Vayne moves into the bush. Now I missed my charge completely, but Vayne and get exhausted, but Vayne managed to pick up the kill anyway. I proceed to attack Singe and did some good damage there, but not enough to kill him. Now, while I didn't do a whole heap of damage on the attack, especially not to Graze, it's more the fact that they couldn't fight, they had to run, taking damage. So while you may not do any damage, the psychological effect. Now here, I decided not to be cool and try and go in for him, but I messed it up, and while I kind of could have killed him if maybe Gangplank and Vayne were there, I didn't have time to ping, so... Well, I should have pinged first. Now here we have Timo killing Ari mid again. Sejuani seems to be fine holding her own top against a dancing. I'm not going to pronounce it. There's no way I'm going to pronounce it. And an action. So let's go back to me. I'm studying my philosopher's stone. They have quite enough to finish it yet, so I just get the built items. Now in the champion spotlight, they mentioned that she was more of a ganking jungler. You should gank more often because of your amount of CC. So I decided to go for wolves and then go top. You see here the wild boars killing the wolves. Really, there should be no contest at all. Bottom line, Graves has picked up a kill against Game Blink. At this point, I'm unsure where I should go. While top lane is pushed, I know Renection far too well. So I decide I'm kind of unsure what to do. I'm also lagging at this point, so I decided to go for Teemo. Teemo decides to go down, which is a rather unusual choice. You see that my passive in effect, and my E slowing him. Teemo tries to make a run for it, but it is far too much. Now I should have auto-attacked sooner, and it's almost going to get the kill. But I jump in with Flash and pick up the kill anyway. Now top line. It's pretty much the standard bruiser fight, except with an extra added lane point. Bottom lane, however, you see a fight between Greys and Game Flake. I'm not the most awake at the moment. I mean, I'll come in here to try and do something to scene because he's got no mana. But let's see how this goes. I'm doing a fair amount of damage to him, however he's unfortunately far too fast for me. And kites me in the bushes. Which is unfortunate, I should have been able to kill there. You'll notice I make a lot of mistakes early with this character. That is because this is my first time playing her, so I have to keep this in mind. Sejuani. So I continue playing this new character, and I do a retreat ping for some strange reason. Or was that me? That was me. Just then. Oh well. Yeah, she has a fairly slow movement speed. Or at least it appears slow because the balls are running at a fast but slow speed, if you see what I mean. If you notice the movement, it should be faster than it is. It looks like you need it faster, but it doesn't. Anyway, I see to take blue and give it to Ari. Should have done more damage to it, but I decided to leave it at that because I am not quite sure what runes I had in case I critted accidentally, and because I'm used to using Riggle's Lantern on junglers. So, anyway, I come up for the gank. Charlotte the Dragon's in, and I charge him. Pick off the Vec next one, but he's unfortunately too strong. Now, I don't have my ult yet, but she does. You see the ult there? She stunned us both. Now, Nick uses his ult, and I just try to get away. Thankfully, you killed her before I got killed. Now I leveled up doing that fight, so I hang around trying to get a Renekton. However, this is the first time I've used my ult ever, so please keep that in mind. And let's see how this goes. It's a rather amusing clip. Miss! Anyway, we were told Teemo could be coming top, so we decided to back out. It's quite pretty there, the double AoE. You see, I seem to be very fond of that recently. with Ari killing top lane. At the moment, our bottom lane is doing rather badly. If you look at the scores like, very quickly, you got 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. You may be asking why I was doing that. It's mainly because I've got nothing to talk about right at the moment. You can see that Graves has several kills at the moment. Not so much the bottom lane's doing badly, especially, it's just all the kills going to Graves. This of course who would want the kills to go to. Now I'm starting to get slightly under-leveled because I've been roaming around too much. So I decided to focus more on just jungling. But I noticed getting opportunity on bottom again. Not sorry getting opportunity, but more of a I have to sort of protect this. So I decided to go in on Graves. I predict his place and charge in. I get slung backwards by singed. Now it's hard to back out, taking a lot of damage from poison and minion aggro. He flashed here because it looked like he could either have altered or even just dashed in for the kill. Now I head back, still as low level as I was. Now I'm not super low level, just I'm used to being a higher level because when I play Lee Sin jungler, I tend to do fairly well. Now here we have Vayne and Gangplank trying to get the kill on Singed. Our Gangplank goes in, will he survive or will he die? He lives. Just for the record, he lives. In case you're colorblind. And I couldn't see Gangplank in the grass. I'm not sure why I mentioned that, but it makes a perfect segue. Segue? What are you about? It makes a perfect... I hate that. You think of a word and you just sort of mess it up. Anyway. Makes it perfect for the new patch, because in the new patch there are colorblind settings, which you can adjust in your settings options. Settings options. See, this is a problem. When you're hearing of two words at the same time, I often say them both instead of saying one word and just changing the other second word. So what I meant was settings menu. Oh well. Let's see how many more mistakes I can make in the next 5 minutes. Only goes to 5 wards. Anyway, let's see back to what I'm doing. I'm jungling and trying to get levels, as I'm slightly under-leveled. I don't decide to go for dragon too early because I am not used to this. I hear Teemo spots me and I'm kind of... I want to go for the blue because I'm slightly out of mana. However, I get attacked by Singed, so I have to dash through the walls to survive. The dashes are quite useful. You can go through small walls, and you also go through larger walls, such as this wall right here, and the wall at the base right here. I still on the level, I have to go back again, so I am making quite a few mistakes early game. Something I found during the game is that the ult is on a very long cooldown, and this can get rather annoying if you miss it. Now I'm on my way top, due to what happening here. I think about going bottom, and I charge the wall to get around quicker. Well, I'm severely under-leveled compared to... And I missed my ult again. I'm sure I could have done much better if I'd been a better shot of those. And she goes to the wall like I did. So now I'm quite a long way behind. I also missed my charge. I have much more items than she does, because she's probably been in lane longer and hasn't gone back. So while I will win in the items department, she wins in levels department. Which she proceeds to show me right here. However, Sejuani comes in time to save me. Now, I hang around far too long and get killed off by Renekton. However, this gives Sejuani the opportunity to do a lot of damage to Renekton, and then proceeds to kill the... I'm not sure how to say that name, so I'm just going to leave her. However, she hangs around too long as well, and we both go down. The score is 9-9, and let's go to mid. Here we have Gangplank killing minions. I'm sure we'll tell of that quest to many pirates he runs into. Now I head off to blue. Gonna give it to Ari, but Ari recalls. So I decide with my slow movement speed that by the time she comes back, he'll probably be there anyway. I'll continue that way. At the moment, with Graves and Timo doing very well. I like killing blue. You only really need the first blue for your jungle. While blue is still very useful, if you've got a mana-dependent mid lane, you should give it to them every time. And as we see, Ari isn't doing the greatest, but she'll be hopefully be able to do better with blue. After killing wolves, I head top. It seems to be pushing top. This give me if I'm standing over quiet or withdrawn, because it's rather late at night and I'm trying not to wake anyone up. She goes in, so I slowly stun and start doing some damage. Now while it wouldn't be good to fight this, I decided to stay in because of the dragon ult in, so unfortunately we messed it up quite badly. I'm also overtired, so my enthusiasm levels, while they're never very high when I'm doing kind of this, fairly low. I'm not sure why. It's unfortunate that the patches are always on this time of night. I apologize for the hit point bars, there's a bug in the replay file, replay recorder. Some does not show hit points. Oh, just a quick fact, in case you don't know. Because I discovered hundreds of people that don't actually know this. But the little green lights on the side of the tab here tell you whether your ult is someone's ult is up or down. People often complain about you not ulting them, especially for a Zillion, for example, and it's because they haven't checked if your ult is up or not. However, it's also a drawback if you have made a mistake. You can't complain that it doesn't cool down because they can tell. I mean, also it could have just come up on cooldown, but still, interesting fact because a surprising amount of players don't actually know that. I head up this way, which is not the smartest way to head up. Unfortunately, I get stunned before I can use my ult on them. Because if I'd managed to use my ult, then the fight would have gone very differently. We would have had 2 or 3 more kills, possibly. So I did make quite a few mistakes early in the game. I continue to make mistakes. I think once I learn how the champion works better, it should be much easier. For my opinion of the champion at the moment, I think he's a fairly solid jungler, and especially gank wise, he's got a lot of crowd control, which should be very useful. Like a lot of crowd control. Like she's got an AoE stun, she's got a slow, and if you charge and you use permafrost, and if you hit both with charge, you have an area effect slow, which is very useful. I, however, was not very good at playing it at the start, but I imagine if you're looking for a good jungler or solid top, I'm sure she'll be okay. Here I use the ult to attempt to do more damage to the other. I'm not sure how to describe it. Other. Where are we? I'm not even gonna try. Trust me. Here I into a mushroom and die. Unfortunately, I was gonna take raise, but teammate has hit everything mushroomed. And as revenge almost, teammate gets killed. Now at the moment I am sort of building Giant Spell and Ruby Crystal. I am going for a Frozen Mallet here because I was not entirely sure what I should have built next. I probably should have gone some armor because Grey's getting quite scary at the moment. Now while I'm not doing well, I see the potential in this hero to do really, really well if you're confident, or if you practice a lot. This being my first game, I don't think I did too badly at the end of the game, but I started very rocky. Another mushroom. And we get the turret, so. I think he even flashed us then, I'm not sure why. Now I signal this for Vayne to pick up, but she decides to recall and then go for teammate, so I continue to pick it up myself. I should have probably joined the team fight sooner, but I'm fairly under level at this point, so I decided to pick it up and hope that they can survive without me. Which they seem to be able to. Run for another mushroom. At this point in the game, I decide, because team's also doing well, to get a Force of Nature. Or soon I do anyway. It's probably not the best thing to do, but it ended up being what I did. I should have gone for something else entirely, but I was just so annoyed by the mushrooms. I also pick up an Oracle soon. Deciding to head top to clean up the main wave. And I spot the similar champion that I am playing. I honestly don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. So I will call her. Not sure. It's unfortunate that I don't know how to pronounce the name, but I'll have to do. I know Singe is up here, but I also know that I have backup behind me. We'll go in on Singed. At this point I turned backwards because I was not aware that there was a tower there. However, Singed being singed gets away by running really fast. Also interesting to note that Sejuani does not upgrade her fireball, which is probably a good idea. Depends on who you're leaning against, I suppose. I noticed she's coming down. Probably didn't even notice we were here. He was heading me at the time, I imagine. Who could have made something happen? Now here we see all three of them. So I immediately charge in. Well, not immediately. I stun, then I charge in. I stand in the middle, damaging them all. And Sejuani picks up the triple kill. So basically, at this point of the game, my entire role is to stun as many people as possible, slow them all down, and die. That is my job in the game. Because I'm not much use for damage or anything else. So basically, I'm trying to draw the focus, trying to keep them away from our carries, Ari and Vayne specifically, and keep everyone else alive. Now here, if I remember correctly, is the dragon. And Vayne disintegrates. Yes, that's what I was waiting for. Yeah, exactly. I was immediately commentating over the live video, but unfortunately due to lag issues and my computer, I had to do post-game commentating. So I like to wave top, but I think Game clears it out with his ult. I really don't see the point in doing that. He often does it throughout this game. He clears waves with his ult. Unless you want to see it, he probably won't do it at the moment. Anyway, I have my frozen mallet, so I do even more slowing than I already did. And that's how to give blue to Ari again, into your eyes. Again, I should have hit it a little more. However, I'm used to my Vigor's Landing possibly killing it. I preemptively activate my ability to kill rays which aren't there. And into another mushroom. And we head top. And we stay in the bush. And I'm gonna set up a booby trap because they come in. The Graves does come in, so I immediately charge in and trying to do as much damage as I can. I'm going for Graves, but if he's current, that we can't catch him. So we sort of are killing the Ep9. So this is the Ep3 week, if I remember correctly. Anyway, at this point I charge straight into the middle, even while being on low health. Mainly because I know that they will definitely target me for sure. And because of that, my team can hopefully pick up the kills. At the moment, we got 3 kills for only 1 death. So while it looks like I have a fairly bad score, 4 kills for 1 death. I'm still doing my job. It would be good to do my job without dying. It appears that will not happen. And this opportunity means they will take Dragon. As I know, this is a normal game, not a ranked or even draft mode game. So, mainly because I won't be able to get the champion if it's in draft mode the same first pick. So, there's little contention over Baron and Dragon until later on in the game. Then there would be in ranked or even draft mode. Or there's not much they could do at that point to contest Baron, but I hope you understand what I'm getting at. Also the reason why they never jungler, I assume. Yes, here it is. At this point, I start building a cloak to go into a force of nature, just because I hate Teemo so much. You will not even believe it. I even had so many mushrooms this game. I think very soon I run into one and get fed up and get an oracles, but I'm not quite sure when that was. Check for blue, and it's no blue, so we go straight for dragon. I think that's the mushroom which does it. Yep, that's the mushroom which does it. I was rather annoyed at this point. This one I sell my cloth arm as well, because I no longer need it. And buy wards. Now you notice a sort of interesting aspect of the game, where if you notice on the other side, she has a Banshee's Veil, so I immediately assume I'm not going for Force of Nature, I'm going for Banshee's Veil, which is incorrect because I was going for Force of Nature. So I started playing as I'm going for a Banshee's Veil, but in the end, I go for Force of Nature. I'm not sure why I'm rambling on about this, there's no real point. I am just rather at a loss for words at the moment. I waste my ult because I was going to use my Q instead of my R, but I had a slight misclick there. But hey, at least he's got his Banshee's Veil. For a moment we just distracted him down here while our team's push. So, let's see. How the heck of her? She's as a jungler. Well, one. And straight into the mushroom. One. She's fairly good ganks, not saying to that mushroom. Teemo is being really annoying this game. I mean, you may say when you're ever not annoying, but still. She has pretty good ganks. She has fairly good useless, in the fact that she's a really good tank. Like most junglers nowadays in teams will be the tanks. Pretty much all junglers nowadays will be the tanks. Like a Moo and Malphite, that kind of stuff. And Rammus. And Maokai. So, does she fulfill that role? here I should just one of them, because I'm trying to save our Ari at this point, because she's doing the most damage in our team. We charge in and get stunned. Unfortunately, my ultimate isn't up yet. Now I stay in tower range, hopefully, so the tower will start focusing on me. It goes for the minions, so decided just to take the tower and let her escape. You may wonder why I'm pausing for such long periods of time. It's mainly because it's a long game, and since I'm not used to commentating, I need to rest my voice. Now here I realise Grace is doing huge amounts of damage. I'm supposed to be the tank, but I got no armor at the moment. He is 7 kills up. So I decide to quickly finish my horse in nature, well as quickly as possible, and start building armor. Something I should have done at the start, but so let's talk about other things which happened in this patch. First, Vayne was nerfed slightly, her movement speed and the damage on her tumble. Also, I think she was nerfed in one other aspect. I'm not sure where that puts her, because while she's still a fairly strong AD carry, it hurts her late game, which is already fairly bad at the moment. Well, not super bad, but she's kind of weak in the early game. It hurts her, well, I'm talking about, it hurts her early game, which probably, as well as hurting her late game. I don't think her early game is that bad. As in need of a nerf. Anyway, what else have they done? They slightly increased the mana cost on Ari spells, which needed to be done. She was almost, if you knew not spam, you could almost lane completely without a mana, without a blue buff, and you'd be fine, while still doing a huge amount of harass. Also, they changed Mundo. They increased his damage and decreased his health costs. Several other changes. Also, the change to Riven is unusual. Well, not unusual, it's expected. I'm not sure how that's going to play out. Some people obviously think everyone's blind. Well, I understand that some people are blind. As not just literally blind, but see what I was as well now. It's like clearing out awards. While some people in game seem to have an ability to focus on anything, me included, I don't think that many was quite needed. Baron is respawned. I'm going to go back to laser mode on myself. Mainly because I keep running off topic, talking about unusual things. Here I'm almost baiting it. I know they're probably around here somewhere. So they are, but mushrooms still are. I might speed up the gameplay slightly here. Not much is going on. As soon as I say that, we start engaging again. Anyway, sort of poking at each other, and I'm being worked down by Graves. Which is unfortunate because it basically means if you do engage, my death is certain. Because I'll be the one trying to take the aggro. And once I take it, I'm gonna die very quickly. They engage in, so I get stunned. But I use my stun immediately afterwards, and my abilities. And I die in the engage. And we just finish off Graves. My GP's all back at the base doing that engagement, which is unfortunate. So I'm now 1, 7, and 12. So while I'm not doing the best kill-wise or death-wise, I am still fulfilling the role of a tank. I am always, or often, first to die. You can tell by the respawn times. I like plan to surround Timo. Timo is, however, really fast. Now GP wisely kites around the obvious mushroom placement. But has a hard time catching up to Timo. Still going for it though. I'm not sure why. Anyway, we head back mid to the action between Shyvana and Singed, which apparently is very boring because they're both very tanky and just poke each other all day. So, is she overpowered? Is the question many people will be asking. She has a lot of crowd control. I got a lot of crowd control. So she's still relatively useful even when she's doing badly. However, she doesn't seem to do as much damage. Maybe it's because I did bad early game, but she seems pretty much a pure tank. Like, not like Cho'Gall or who else? Even a Mumu, she would have AP-ish. Seems to do much less damage than those people. I mean, maybe it turns out that she has incredibly broken AP ratios and can kill people. But we'll have to see. I'm not an amazing I'm gonna make a fourth here. Analyzer, considering that I'm not the highest of levels there is. We'll just have to see what the pros think about her. Now here we're sort of baiting Baron. Yandek is on his way, so let's see how this fight goes. I forget how this fight goes, so it'll be interesting for me as well. Graves manages to get away. It's unfortunate, and Ari dies. The mushroom. Something she seems to be rather annoyed about, if I'm gonna be honest. Now I got away with barely any health, and we head off for another dragon. Baron, I mean, not dragon. Now you can see this game is drawing out far longer than it should do. We should have won ages ago, just to help me focusing Graves. Again, let's get the action slightly. Because I think this is a fairly big downtime. There we go, to another fight up top lane. Now, Gangplank ults and Sejuani dragons in, but I decide to immediately go in and I go straight for Graves, because he's the biggest threat. However, no one follows me, so I am left alone fighting 3 heroes and everyone's in the back. Since Graves didn't die first, the rest of our team gets killed and he gets a triple kill, which is most unfortunate. First of all, we shouldn't have gone in at all, because Ari was down here. However, even if we did go in, because Gangplank ulted and then Sejuani ulted in, you sort of have to go in. It's better to all go in than to half die, in my opinion. Although, it's not always the case. This was killed here into an ace. Again, I speed up the action because it slows down for a bit. So we had an unfortunate fight here. However, we should be able to win this. I am now 1-8-16. So that's not the best scores in the world. It's still useful. It's good that characters are just still useful no matter what. I might choose to stay because I know I can get out my Q and my flash if need be. Well, the team fights opens up here. So I'll play it at normal speed. We get stunned. You can see this fight's going much better than the last fight. And I get my second kill, so... Well, I should have probably given that to a carry. It's fine that I got her. I'm looking at Warden's Mail, going for a... Randones, if I'm... yes. I just forget what the name was. I knew the item though. So anyway, what I was saying was, it's good to play characters that are still good even if you're doing badly. For example, high character control characters are still useful for the team. Even Teemo is still useful in the fact that he's got map awareness and a blind to shut down the AD carry. If we look at the scores, tells us that the other Sejuani, or whatever it's pronounced. Someone actually give me the pronunciation in the comments, would be nice. It's going 4, 11, 12, so not doing so good. But I think it's because it's the bad champion. I think it's because it's kind of a harder learning curve. However, we pretty much set up to win the game. You saw the Vayne that decimated, but we're still doing okay. We are losing this part though. I just had to bait Teemo in so I can go in for the kill. I tried to take the tower, but it was regenning before I attacked it, so I back out. Thankfully in time for my minions to come in and kill the tower so I can escape safely. I finish off the connection and that's the end of the game. So if you like the video, please subscribe and like the video. Favorite, like, subscribe, that kind of stuff. And if you don't like it, feel free to not like it and not watch it. Well, if you got to this point, you probably already watched it all. So if you got to this point, you probably should like and subscribe, because if you've gotten this far, I can't be too bad. Anyway, see you next time.